What is up, Xolemates? We are here with Anders, aka also known as Melatonin Boy. Anders, how are we doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So, Anders won my Perks and Loops contest. I haven't told you who this artist is that we're going to be trying to do. And also, I did do some stalking on your Spotify. I looked through your playlist and I was like, what kind of artists do you like? And this is one of the artists in that playlist, so just keep that in mind. Here is the main guitar.
Yeah, I think I know who it is.
Okay, now we're gonna throw in the double guitar. And then we've also got this little melody on top.
Is it KESHI?
It is!
It's KESHI. I got the hairstyle rocking too. I got the KESHI cut going on too.
Let's go. We got the KESHI cut. I love how KESHI gets like the super acoustic guitars and then he mixes the trap drums. Here is the guitar. I'm going to walk through the mix really quick. We've just got some compression on these guitars and then some Pro Q. I'm getting some frequencies that I don't like out of the mix and then some fresh air. I really love fresh air in my guitars just to make them a little bit brighter. And then we've got not a lot of reverb. You don't want to drench these guitars with reverb, kind of keep them pretty raw. And then another compressor on top of that reverb, keeping it in place. And the main guitar, as you can see, we're not boosting too many of the highs. This main guitar is really punchy. And then the overlaid guitars, these are doubled. So one's on the left, one's on the right. And these guitars are actually holding the highs. So the OTT is also boosting the highs there. So, and the reverb is a lot more reverby, 33%. And then this melody down here, it's basically the same thing. And that way the guitars have this full mix. Anders, let's throw in a trap clap. Do you think we should throw in a trap clap or a trap snare?
What if we do both?
Oh, layer them. Maybe this one. This is really trap.
That could work. Yeah, that could work.
We'll have the clap focused on the highs. And then the snare will kind of fill in the lows there. So this is the clap without the layered snare. But I wanted to throw in something to kind of fill those lows. So we've got this Oshi snare. And now both of them together. KESHI usually doesn't go crazy with the kick pattern, so we'll try to keep it simple, just to really emphasize the vocal melodies. Now it is time for an 808. Now, I just threw in a MIDI selection, and we're going to be throwing in Simpler, Ableton Simpler, and that way we can throw in a one-shot 808. I like this organic grass-fed 808. It's not super distorted. So the way I'm going to throw in this 808 is we have these piano chords. I'm just going to hold down Control or hold down Option and drag the chords down to this 808. And obviously, it's going to sound bad. All right, as you can see, we have the 808 here, and the chords were dragged from the MIDI track, and I've just pressed 0 to deactivate all the notes, and that way I was easily able to make this 808 follow the chords. So as you can see, these 3 Bs right here are going crazy with the glides, and it just makes this sound a lot more expressive. Let's come up here, add locator, chorus, add locator right here, verse, add locator, intro. So let's use this riser to come in right before this snare All right, now Anders is going to show us how he did some hi-hats. So what do you got?
So for the verse, looks a bit complicated, but don't worry. And you notice all the different colors. In Logic, the darker the color is, the harder the velocity.
So that just adds like a human touch to the hi-hats, basically.
Yeah. And then next up, I got the hook. So I'm gonna solo this part out. It's an acoustic hi-hat loop I got somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And what I did was, I cut off some lows, cut off some highs, because you know, hi-hat energy really resides in the high end. That's step one. I got this reverb, right? I set on 100 mix.
That's some sauce right there.
Next up, you may recognize this little loop here. You recognize this? So this isn't really a hi-hat, it's more of a shaker kind of thing. And finally, I got this stock Logic tremolo, which is I'm basically using as a auto panner. So you can see here, it's gonna turn left and right. And I thought it'd be really cool to add a little tonal element.
Yeah, that's clean.
To the drums. So in a lot of Keshi songs, he likes to grab a bunch of weird vocal samples. I open the sampler. I cut this part of the audio, which says eagle basically. If I play it out loud, it says this. Next up, I pitched it an octave up. Cut off a bunch of high end and some low end as well. Ooh, I got one.
Let's hear it.
How about girl has been away for a really long time, and you suspect she's found someone else, low key.
Yeah, that's beautiful. First line of the chorus could be like, "Girl, it ain't nobody but you." Like it's never been anybody else. Like, "Girl, it ain't nobody but you." You dated this girl for so long that your friend group. It's like you just became a friend group, you know?
Yeah.
So, girl, it ain't nobody but you. My friends all say you found someone new. Woo! Feels like yesterday before you walked away.
Yep.
8 months later got me confused. Feels like yesterday. Thought that you'd stay.
Yeah.
That's it. That is it. Cool. That is a hook. That is a hook right there.